In life's ebb and flow, there are moments when we sense a stirring deep within, a quiet anticipation that something significant is about to unfold. Perhaps you felt restless, unsettled, or unusually hopeful, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. For many, these feelings are more than coincidence. They're subtle messages, gentle nudges from a divine source. Whether you call it intuition, faith, or guidance from God, these signs can indicate that you're on the cusp of a major breakthrough. Let's explore 6 powerful signs that may reveal God is preparing you for a transformative moment in your life. First, consider the way challenges begin to intensify. Often, when you're nearing a breakthrough, life doesn't get easier. It gets harder. You might find yourself facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. Relationships may be tested, professional setbacks may arise, or personal struggles might deepen. It's tempting to interpret these difficulties as punishment or bad luck, but in the grand tapestry of faith, adversity often serves as preparation. Just as gold is refined in fire, you too are being strengthened through these trials. The discomfort pushes you to grow, teaching resilience, patience, and humility. Think about the storms you've weathered. Behind each challenge, there's a lesson waiting to be learned, a skill to be mastered, a part of yourself to be discovered. The intensity of your struggles may be a sign that you're being readied for something greater, a breakthrough that will only make sense once you've endured the test. Second, you may notice a shift in your desires and passions. Where you once felt content with the status quo, a new longing begins to emerge. Perhaps you feel drawn to unexplored interests or a deeper purpose. This internal transformation is often God's way of nudging you toward your destiny. You might find yourself revisiting old dreams or feeling restless in environments that used to satisfy you. These changes signal that your heart is being prepared for new opportunities. The desires God places within you are not random. They're often clues, breadcrumbs leading you toward the breakthrough He has in store. When you start feeling pulled in new directions, pay attention. It's possible that the passions awakening inside you are part of the preparation for your next chapter. The third sign involves the people around you. Sometimes God prepares you for a breakthrough by changing your relationships. You may notice people drifting away or new individuals entering your life. Friendships might end, mentors may appear, or supportive communities might form unexpectedly. These shifts can be painful, especially if you're losing connections that once felt integral. Yet, every person you meet has a role. Some are meant to teach, others to guide, and a few to walk with you only for a season. The rearrangement of your social landscape often signifies divine orchestration. God is aligning you with those who will support your growth and distancing you from influences that could hold you back. When you experience these changes, trust that each relationship serves a purpose in your journey toward breakthrough. Fourth, you'll likely experience an increase in spiritual awareness. During seasons of preparation, many find themselves drawn to prayer, meditation, or reflection more than ever before. You may notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem too purposeful to be random. Perhaps a scripture speaks to you at just the right moment, or an encouraging word arrives when you most need it. These spiritual signals are gentle reminders that you're not alone. God is communicating, reassuring you, offering wisdom and guidance. As your awareness deepens, you'll find clarity in confusion and peace in uncertainty. The more attuned you become to these spiritual cues, the more prepared you'll be to recognize and embrace your breakthrough when it arrives. The fifth sign is the emergence of new opportunities and open doors. Sometimes breakthrough preparation comes in the form of unexpected possibilities. You might receive a job offer, a chance to move, or an invitation to collaborate on a project. These opportunities often seem to appear out of nowhere, perfectly timed to intersect with your readiness. It's easy to dismiss them as coincidence, but when doors open in alignment with your passions and spiritual promptings, it's often a sign of divine intervention. God rarely lays out the entire path at once. Instead, He reveals the next step, inviting you to walk forward in faith. When you notice opportunities aligning with your heart's desires and spiritual insights, consider them as signs that you're being prepared for a breakthrough. Finally, the sixth sign is an unmistakable sense of peace and anticipation, even in the face of uncertainty. When God is preparing you for something major, there's a deep, abiding assurance that surpasses your circumstances. You might not know exactly what's coming, but you feel a calm confidence, a sense that all will be well. This peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of trust. It's the kind of assurance that allows you to rest, even when the future is unclear. You may feel anticipation building, a quiet excitement that something good is on its way. This spiritual peace is a gift, a sign that God is near, working behind the scenes, orchestrating events for your highest good. Let's delve deeper into each of these signs, exploring how they manifest and how you can respond to them. When challenges intensify, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. You may question your strength, wonder why you're being tested, and worry that you're not up to the task. But consider the stories of those who have achieved greatness. Rarely does anyone reach a breakthrough without first enduring hardship. The discomfort you feel is a signal that growth is underway. Instead of resisting the struggle, lean into it. Ask yourself what lessons you can learn. Are you developing patience, fortitude, or empathy? Are you discovering reserves of strength you never knew you had? The more you embrace the process, the more prepared you'll be when your breakthrough arrives. Remember, diamonds are formed under pressure. Your struggles may be crafting you into something precious. The shift in desires and passions is often subtle at first. You might notice a nagging feeling that your current path no longer satisfies you. Maybe you feel drawn to start a new hobby, pursue a different career, or deepen your spiritual practice. These changes can be unsettling, particularly if they require you to leave behind familiar territory. However, these internal shifts are sacred. They're God's way of guiding you toward your true purpose. Reflect on your desires. Are they aligned with your values and dreams? Do they excite you, even if they scare you a little? Pay attention to recurring themes and persistent longings. They may be clues pointing you in the direction of your breakthrough. The transformation of relationships can be one of the most challenging signs to accept. People come and go, sometimes without explanation. You may grieve the loss of close connections or feel uncertain about new ones. Yet, every relationship serves a purpose. Some people challenge you to grow, others support you, and a few may hinder your progress. When relationships shift, ask yourself what you're learning. Are you being encouraged to set boundaries, communicate more clearly, or seek out more supportive company? Are new mentors or friends inspiring you to reach higher? Trust that these changes are part of a larger plan. God is assembling the perfect team for your next season. Spiritual awareness often increases during times of preparation. You may find yourself drawn to prayer, meditation, or quiet reflection. Perhaps you're more sensitive to intuition, noticing signs and symbols that seem to guide your decisions. These spiritual promptings are invaluable. They offer comfort, direction, and assurance. If you feel compelled to spend more time in spiritual practices, honor that impulse. Seek out scriptures, wisdom, or teachings that resonate with your heart. Pay attention to dreams, coincidences, and gut feelings. The more you nurture your spiritual awareness, the more prepared you'll be to recognize your breakthrough when it comes. When new opportunities arise, they may seem unexpected or even intimidating. You might hesitate, wondering if you're truly ready. Yet these open doors are often precisely timed. They match your growing passions, align with your values, and challenge you to step outside your comfort zone. When opportunities appear, consider them carefully. Do they excite you? Do they feel right, even if they're a little scary? Sometimes the breakthrough you've been waiting for is disguised as a chance to try something new. Be open to possibilities, and trust that God is guiding your steps. The sense of peace and anticipation is perhaps the most reassuring sign. Even in the midst of uncertainty, you may feel a quiet confidence, a belief that all will work out. This peace is not born of logic or circumstance, it's a spiritual assurance. You may notice that anxiety lessens, hope increases, and you're able to rest, even when answers are elusive. This calm is a sign that you're aligned with a greater purpose. Trust it. Allow yourself to enjoy the anticipation, knowing that your breakthrough is on the horizon. As you reflect on these signs, remember that preparation is as important as the breakthrough itself. The journey shapes you, equips you, and ensures that you're ready to embrace the opportunities ahead. God's timing is perfect, though it may not always match your own. If you sense these signs in your life, take heart. You're being readied for something extraordinary. But what can you do as you wait for your breakthrough? First, cultivate patience. Trust the process, even when it's uncomfortable. Growth takes time, and every challenge serves a purpose. Second, nurture your spiritual life. Spend time in prayer, meditation, or reflection. Seek wisdom, ask for guidance, and remain open to divine promptings. Third, embrace change. Whether it's a shift in desires, relationships, or opportunities, be willing to step outside your comfort zone. Growth requires risk, and breakthrough often follows bold action. Fourth, practice gratitude. Even in difficult seasons, find reasons to be thankful. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see opportunities in challenges and blessings in disguise. Fifth, stay connected to supportive people. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that encourage your growth. Share your journey, ask for help, and offer support to others. Finally, remain hopeful. Breakthroughs rarely happen overnight. They require perseverance, faith, and an unwavering belief that good things are coming. When you feel discouraged, remember the signs. Reflect on the ways God has prepared you in the past. Recall the times when difficulty led to growth, when new desires opened doors, and when peace carried you through uncertainty. Ultimately, a breakthrough is not just a moment. It's the culmination of preparation, faith, and transformation. It's the reward for resilience, the fruit of patience, and the gift of divine timing. If you recognize these signs in your life, celebrate them. You're being prepared for something extraordinary. Trust the journey, embrace the process, and look forward with hope. God is at work, and your breakthrough is closer than you think. As you move forward, remember that every step, no matter how small, is part of the preparation. The struggles you face, the passions that awaken, the relationships that shift, the spiritual awareness that deepens, the opportunities that arise, and the peace that fills your heart, all are threads in the tapestry of your breakthrough. Stay open, stay faithful, and stay hopeful. The best is yet to come.